So let me see a show of hands. How many of you have ever had to run in your life? All right, so most of you. Now, how many of you have ever gotten like tired or fatigued quicker than you wish in like the activity that you performed in? All right, so the point of my speech today will be to show you how to improve your running form so you conserve energy and can be more efficient in what you do and how you do it. Like I said, many people struggle with this, and this is the most important factor to running. Like, people think it's just like running as fast as you can for as long as you can, but really you can conserve a lot of energy by making sure your form is right. I have been running for 6 years, and I've attended cross-country camp for 2 years where I actually talked with Olympic athletes over these exact topics, so I have learned a lot, and I'm here to share that with you. To start with, I'm going to be talking about perfect arm action when you run, and then legs, and then foot placement when you're running. So those are the 3 topics I will be covering. To start off with, I will be using Alex as my kind of model / dummy. Your arms are the most important part to running because they are what propel you forward during the run. Most people think it's your legs and lifting them, but really that just gets you off the ground. So to start off, when you are running with your arms, you want your elbows to be bent at a 90-degree angle perfectly. You don't want to bend at your elbow because when you do that, it tenses up your shoulders, and that uses energy that you can be using to do other things with the run and run faster. And with tense shoulders, you just shorten your stride when you're running. So making sure you're at a 90-degree angle is key. With your wrists and your thumbs when you run, depending on what you're doing, you want to make sure, no matter what, if you're sprinting, you want your fingers to be pointed forward, or if you're like jogging or longer distance running, you want your thumbs to be pointed forward in this position, because when you point your thumbs forward, it helps you guide yourself forward more, rather than if you're like, your wrists are bent like this, it creates a twisting motion, and when you twist when you run, it wastes a lot of energy that slows you down. Secondly, the second most important part is your stride. There's 3 steps to this really that a lot of you might know from SPS, but I'll just review. That's step over, drive down, pull through. The first one is when you step over, you want to get your leg, Alex, you want to get your leg parallel at a 90-degree angle with your hip, because that maximizes how far your stride will be and keeps you off the ground longer, which is the most important part to the step over, drive down, pull through. When you drive down on your step, you're not really just like pulling yourself forward when you run. You're more pushing power into the ground, because how much power you push down into the ground, so that's how much you'll release up on your pull through. And you want to release power down in short bursts because that keeps you off the ground longer. When you pull through, so once you press down and pull through, like with this leg, the front leg you're going to pull through, step down, and pull through. That will pop you up off the ground, which will keep you above the ground longer and maximize how long your stride is. And then the third and final part is your foot placement when you're running. A lot of people will do a thing called heel striking when they land, and that is where they land with their heel on the ground first. So like that. And then what they do is they roll their foot forward. This can cause problems in the shin and ankle, which can lead to further injury. And what you really want to do is land in the middle of your foot, because that creates a center of balance for you. So when you push up, like on the step over, drive down, pull through, if you land in the middle of your foot, that creates the best center of balance for you to push back up and stay on the ground or above the ground longer. And then if you land too much on your heels or on your toes, it can cause like problems with your calf muscle, and it can strain them a lot easier because you're putting too much pressure on those muscles. So running is much more than just running. It's perfecting your form, and that can really help you run to the best of your ability. So today I covered your arms, your step over, drive down, pull through with your leg actions, and your proper foot placement. So hopefully you guys will learn something from this and learn how to run more efficiently in whatever activity you may do, maybe soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you do that involves running. Thank you for listening.